Come on. Get through there. I love how we've got these two oil-fueled trucks essentially working together to bully this curtain cider trailer into submission. Alright, what's up YouTube? This must be fast. 775 can come back to you guys with another episode of SNOWRUNNER on season 16. Today is episode number 7, I think. Yeah, I think so. And today, guys, we are going to be getting this thing because why the hell not, really? Of course we're going getting this thing. It's literally, of course we have to get this thing. Of course, like, why wouldn't we? Yeah, just between now and the last episode, I did bring out the Kenworth 963 and the Aramatsu Forester, actually, as well, because I'm hoping to, maybe get my hands on some logs and bring them back to the other map. Yeah. So, yeah, that's new. I also used that tunnel for the first time. I hadn't used that tunnel yet, so I did discover or kind of uncover just a small bit more area on the Selton River National Park map. That's what it's called, isn't it? Oh, geez, I'm turning over here. I'm gonna... Yeah. The only reason why it came off in this direction is just because it's a small bit quicker than, using the full trail. Because, yeah. And also, whilst we're at it here today, guys, we're also going to try and incorporate a few tasks into the whole mission here. So, yeah, just to get a few extra things done. There's also a bit more exploring that we need to do in today's episode. In the last episode, we got all the watchtowers, and we got one upgrade on this map. And, yeah, we got one upgrade, which is good, obviously, but there's still one more upgrade in this region to find, and I have a sneaky suspicion it's still on this map, and I have a sneaky suspicion it's somewhere up in this corner of the map. It could also be in this corner of the map as well, up near the dam, but I feel like down here is a bit more likely. I don't know, there's no real way of knowing, but yeah, we'll do that in a little bit later here. Just because I want to get the Chimera unlocked, and also because I want to, try and do a bit of stuff that's a bit more logistics-based and whatnot. Yeah, just because, like, I want to try and start picking up the pace here for, like, getting jobs done. Because we really haven't gotten much done. We've gotten a couple of things done, but, like, mostly what we've done is just kind of unlocking the new truck so far. We have done, I think, maybe a couple of contests and a couple of other small jobs. I honestly can't remember at this point. We are actually, I think we actually have a decent bit. Yeah, we're actually 20% done Washington at the moment. I don't know how we are. How we're 20% done Washington, just because, well, I suppose the watchtowers usually make up a pretty big percentage of the regional progression for some reason. They just usually do. And there it is. There is the the ST-833 Chimera. Oh yeah. Now we really do actually have kind of a bit of a big job to get this thing unlocked. We really do have a bit of a big hop and a skip to really do here with this thing, because we have to tow it all the way to the East Dam site, and then we have to fix it, and then we have to tow it to the logistics center, which is not really an easy thing to do. And yeah, we have to repair it on top of that. I don't even know if I have enough repairs in this truck to do all that, or enough fuel to even get it there. Like, I'm already at half a tank. It did take me quite a bit longer to get to this point than I was anticipating. Honestly, the reason why I wasn't anticipating this sort of problem is honestly because it's been a while since I've used the 963 to really do much. The 963 is one of those trucks that I kind of purposely avoid using for the one reason that I just think it's a bit overpowered for a lot of situations. I just think it's a bit too good in a lot of situations. But yeah, I probably should have brought out some kind of fuel truck, shouldn't I? The only fuel vehicle I do actually have on the map at the moment is the whatchamacallit, the the K520, the Mercer, from season 15. But I suppose I do also have the Earthroamer LTI. That's kind of a fuel vehicle, but it's kind of not at the same time. We don't actually have a fuel source anywhere on this map, so this is not ideal. It just really isn't. Also, one of the jobs that I'm going to string in here, just to do it whilst we're towing the Chimera, is this job here. It's called Mind the Fishing. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so we're gonna run this stuff up by the fish farm, so not too bad. The way I'm thinking of going here with the Chimera is up in this direction, up by the logistics center, which we'll have to bring it to later, up to there. Then we'll go along here, and then I think I'm going to do back to the construction site, which is just this trailer that has to go up to the East Dam site as well as the Chimera. So yeah, few things there that we can do just to try and, you know, speed things along. I'm going to have to try and load the stupid, whatchamacallit, scout trailer thing. I don't know what those things are called. Curtain side scout trailers? I forget. Yeah, I'm going to have to try and load that thing onto the truck. I hate towing those things. It's just a nightmare to have to try and tow one of those yokes. Alright, very nice. That's actually good. Try and get this thing in the middle here. Okay. Will that pack? Yes, it will. I have no idea how I have managed to actually get that to balance on there, but I'm going to roll with it, I guess. That looks absolutely ridiculous. I'm going to need a screenshot of that. Yeah, but anyways, how are you guys doing today? Hope you're all doing well. Hope you're all having a good time in this game and whatnot. And yeah, I hope people are enjoying this season. So far, you know, it's a bit of a hit and miss with me so far, I suppose. You know, I do like the season for the most part, at least so far. But like, it's been taking a while really to get moving and in the region, just, you know, just to get to actually do any of the jobs, which, you know, is one of the things that I kind of it's one of the one things that I just always find annoying. When it takes me too long to actually get into the contracts as such. Is that thing completely out of fuel? Okay. Yeah, this is a problem. I'm gonna need to go get a fuel truck, aren't I? I actually am. I did not think I was gonna need to, but I definitely am. I'm gonna have to check how many repair points it's gonna need as well, actually, now that I think of it. Because yeah, geez, I've come out here today completely unprepared to actually do what needs to be done for this truck, haven't I? And now I can't get over a tiny lip, over a tiny set of rocks. This is the one thing, you know, I said there just a few minutes ago that I think this truck is overpowered, and it is for the most part. It's just got a small bit of a power to weight issue that, you know, prevents it from climbing hills and, you know, yeah, just climbing hills, really. So long as you're on a flat piece of ground, this thing's like a monster. But like, if you're hauling a lot of cargo, which I suppose technically we are at the moment, considering we're hauling another truck and this weird setup, Yeah, it does start to struggle on inclines, which is very annoying, if I'm being honest. Yeah, and we are almost the entire way through the 510-liter tank on this thing at the moment, which I find absolutely insane, if I'm being honest. Jeez, there's a chance I could have nearly done with gotten like a whole trailer just to transport the Chimera. That might that might have nearly been a better idea in a way. Yeah, I don't know. But geez, I'm actually gonna have to refuel once I get back up onto the main road here. I didn't think. Geez, yeah, it's been a while since I've used this truck, hasn't it? Yeah, it has. I guess I'm just not with it today or something like that. That thing is just bouncing around on top of the truck. I don't know, that's just ridiculous to look at, if I'm being honest. Come on, Kenworth, let's go. Let's at least get back onto the road before you run out of fuel, okay? Please? Please, at the very least, get back onto the road. Come on. There you go. Almost. Maybe. Ah, come on. This is actually painful. I'm glad I brought a truck this big because because anything smaller probably wouldn't be doing so hot at the moment. There was a part of me that was thinking to myself before I started this video, you know, maybe I should try hauling this thing out with something, you know, small, something that probably shouldn't be able to, you know, tow the truck out. But like, I very quickly realized that was a stupid idea when I saw how many places we really have to bring this thing, or how far we have to bring this thing, because we have to bring this thing a long way, really, to unlock it. I'm trying to remember the last time that we had to bring a truck as far as this thing, really, to unlock it. Because, yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think if there's any other similar situation where we've had to tow a truck to like multiple spots, and only then, after towing it to the multiple locations, then you get to unlock it. See, the problem is I'm not sure. I'm really not sure if there's been anything else really like that. I feel like there has been, but I'm just not sure. Like, there's been plenty of trucks that we've had like multiple contracts to do in order to get the trucks unlocked. Like, for example, the Tatras in season 5, they took a couple of contracts to get them out. The Zik 605R also took a couple of jobs to get it as well. And you know, a lot of driving through the harshest region we have in the game. So yeah, there are definitely a few examples of hard to get trucks, but I don't know if I can't come up with an example off the top of my head of a truck that we've had to tow this far in order to get it unlocked. That's the problem I'm running into now. Alright, but we're going to continue up here just for the moment. I just want to go into the logistics center here. I know I was saying, you know, I probably need to bring out, you know, a fuel truck or a repair truck or something anyways. But if we have enough points to repair the truck ourselves using what's in this thing, you know, we don't really need to do that. But, like, obviously our one big problem at the moment is fuel, so I just need to go up here into the logistics center to check, because I do believe there are quite a few generator trailers in here that we could possibly rob some fuel out of. And yes, there is. There's at least 2. Now, the only problem is this will probably cause issues for us later, so yeah, but, you know, it's the need of necessity, or something like that. I don't know. I'll just have a comb through the contracts just to see which trailer is or where these trailers do actually have to go. Just so, you know, oh, damn it, that's more damage to the truck. Oh, man. Yeah, let's just see how much it needs. That's Kenworth. This thing needs 429 repair points, and we have 220. Damn it. Okay, so we do need a repair truck. That means I'm gonna have to go back to... Ah, oh, damn it. I've really screwed myself over this time, haven't I? Alright guys, we're back in business. This generator trailer that's here is not going to any sort of... whatchamacallit. It's not going to any sort of production site that, you know, we're going to be using... later down the road. So we're going to steal all the fuel, or well, most of the fuel from that thing, and we're going to continue on our way, because that thing, you know, it doesn't need fuel. We're going to be delivering it to the Circle of Life tree, it says, according to the contract. And you know, why would anyone order a generator and need it to come with fuel, you know? So it's not like they're going to use it to generate anything. So, yeah, we'll use the fuel for ourselves, and we're good to go. Yeah. Okay, yeah, so now we're going to be heading down this way. I did just give the truck a full tank of fuel, because that will help us, you know, get it where it needs to go, let's be honest. Come on. Turn on my all-wheel drive, please. There we go. And also, that's the logistics center, just so people do know. That's where we're going to be towing the Chimera back to after we've brought it all the way over to the East Dam site. So, yeah. We're just going full circle today. We're just going around in circles. That's what we're going to be doing. Yeah, we'll try and keep it in maybe high or auto at the very least, because we don't... Yeah, the roads from here aren't too, you know, up and down or too muddy. So, yeah, we should be able to keep a decent bit of speed in the trucks here. You know, so long as nothing goes horribly wrong. Which, when has that ever happened? Yes. But, yeah, we're actually coming up to the fishing farm. It's right there, so... Yeah, we'll drop off this ridiculous load that I've got on the back of the truck here, and that'll be job well done, I guess, you know? So we'll have one less thing to worry about on this map. Yeah, because, you know, you really want to try and get the tasks on maps done, at least in my opinion. I think you really want to try and get them done whenever you can, because if you leave them all to the last minute, or to the last things, or to the last jobs that you're gonna do on a region, you know, you'll just end up in a situation where you feel like, I'm not really bothered enough to do them, because the tasks, if I'm being honest, are usually the jobs on maps that, you know, kind of bring you to the most obscure places, or have you going around in the weirdest areas, you know, that kind of way. I mean, like, take this job really for a prime example. Like, this cargo was just situated all the way up in the very corner of the map. Come on, Chimera. Can't seriously tell me you're stuck there, are you? No, do not attach to the tree, for crying out loud. Now, okay, I may have a bit of a small flaw in my plan now, just after noticing that bridge. Yeah, I'm not going to be stupid enough to use that and then just end up falling off of it. We're going to drive down here and over this way. Come on, Kenworth, let's go. Okay, very nice. I'm just going to turn that off there. Then we'll deliver this stuff. Alright, so that goes there. Okay, very nice. And those go in there. And that was, wow, that was no amount of money at all, was it? 150 XP and 2,500 bucks. That's terrible, if I'm being honest, in terms of payment. Minding the fish, great job. We need to get the old incubator tanks cleaned up before breeding a new batch of fish. The filters have become pretty crummy by now. Thanks for the service, and here's your reward. Okay, so 150 XP and 2,500 bucks for that. Yeah, if you ask me, that's pretty terrible payment for that. Especially considering you need to drive from one end of the map to the other. Essentially drive up and down the map. And yeah, you need, well, if you weren't using a truck as big as this, you would definitely need a scout vehicle to tow the trailer and some kind of truck capable of hauling to cargo slots, because as far as I know, and I haven't checked this in a while, but I still think that this is true. There's no scout vehicle, or there's no vehicle that can equip a scout trailer hitch and can haul more than one slot of cargo. At least as far as I remember. I'm pretty sure the only truck in the game, at least at the moment, this is pretty sketchy. Oh yeah, that is real sketchy. No, do not fall off of this. I swear, if you fall off of this... Okay, this might not have been my smartest idea, but you know what? I thought it was smart at the time, so it makes it a little less unsmart. The Kenworth is just barely wide enough to fit on this. So... Oh, damn it. That's not good. Okay, I've got two options. I can either go back and find a better way to do this, or I can floor it and hope for the best. I'm flooring it. I'm flooring it. I'm flooring it. I'm flooring it. Please stay on the bridge. Please stay. Oh my god. How the hell did that work? That thing was literally driving on like 3 of its wheels. Somehow it did not fall off of that. I am absolutely amazed. Okay, that's cool. Anyways, here's the trailer that we're going towing over to the East Dam site, because yeah, it's also a trailer that's it's going over to where the dam is. Actually, it's going to the other side of where the dam is. I forgot about that. Small discrepancy in the plan. Minor details. Yeah, that'll cost me a bit more time, but it's not too big of a deal, I suppose. I'm pretty sure the Chimera is going to just going to this side, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Okay. Yeah, okay, so we're ready to go here then. We got the trailer attached up, and we got the Chimera behind it there, the engine on, so we're still getting the extra boost from that thing. I am being honest, when we were towing with the truck without any fuel in it, it didn't feel like the Kenworth could do it. But then again, I feel like any time you haul or you try to tow any truck in this game, it just feels like it doesn't matter what truck you're using, it just feels like it's gonna give up at any given moment. With that's just the way towing works in this game. It just never feels like it's working 100% properly. You know, everything feels like you're kind of in a limp mode of some sort. Also, I need to figure out how to how do I get... Oh, okay, it's around this way. Okay, I'm gonna put down some markers now. Yeah, towing vehicles in this game is never... Yeah, it just never always... It always feels like you're driving, you know, a whole lot slower, because you are really, like, the game just won't let you drive as fast. Did I... Oh, okay, that thing's kind of getting itself stuck, isn't it? This is the problem with having a longer consist of vehicle here. Things are gonna go wrong, because of course they are. Things are going to go wrong in this game. They're definitely going to go wrong. And if things are going to go wrong in this game for me, they're usually going to go really wrong. I swear. That's just the way things work. Chimera itself does seem to be doing decently well. It does seem to be giving us a pretty decent bit of a push there, doesn't it? Oh yeah, what was the other thing I was talking about there a minute ago? It was yeah, it was about scouts, wasn't it? Yeah, and what was I talking about? Yeah, I'm pretty sure the only scout truck in this game that can haul cargo and have light trailer hitch on it simultaneously. I'm pretty sure the only truck that fits that description is the Burlak, is it not? The Burlak 6x6, because yeah, you can have that one slot flatbed on the back of it. You can also have the little mini crane, which is quite nice. And yeah, you can then swap out your hitch in order to be able to haul the any trailer with the light trailer hitch, the scout trailer hitch. Yeah, because all the other vehicles, like the Earth Roamers, yeah, you can attach whatever trailer you want to them, but you can't have cargo, and you definitely can't have a crane on the back of them. The Ford F-750, yeah, you can haul one slot of cargo with it, but you can't change out its trailer hitch. Which honestly, I feel like that's an update that the F-750 should really get, the ability to actually swap out its trailer hitch. I mean, they've done it with quite a few vehicles now, being, you know, the Burlak, and the two Earth Roamers. So I feel like that's not much to ask if we could get a little bit of an update for the F-750. I'd like to see that thing have a light trailer hitch. I think that would be pretty good for it. Sorry, I just had to focus my attention on the truck there for a second, just because it was looking like it was going to flip. Also, I do have to be quite careful here, because there's a pretty high chance that we could get something caught on one of these sticks that's in the ground here that are for measuring water, and also there's a pretty high chance that we could get pulled away by the current here. There's actually pretty strong current here. And also, yeah, I don't know how much water the Chimera, at least at the moment, can go through before it starts to get to take water into the engine. So yeah, that could be a problem. If it does start taking on water, that could definitely be. Oh yeah, that's not good. Okay, it's better again. So it's only taking on water for a second. Okay, so that's not bad. I'm just thinking about coming back the way at the moment as well, because we do have to bring the truck all the way back to the logistics center, which I still think is ridiculous. But yeah, by that point we'll have repaired the truck up here, and then I mean, like, it doesn't really matter if the truck gets damaged after that. So yeah. Oh, come on, don't get caught. Please don't get caught. Jeez. Oh, that's bad. That's it's a bit tight here, but it's not too bad. Come on, get through there. I love how we've got these two oil-fueled trucks essentially working together to bully this curtain cider trailer into submission. And there we go. Yeah, this isn't really an ideal road to be taking these two vehicles on, I don't think. I do really like that they are kind of continuing to kind of bring back the kind of slate terrain, if you know what I mean. Oh, come... There's no way I high-centered there, have I? Oh, I actually have high-centered there. Oh. Come on, push me through, man. He's not going to push me through. Great. How the hell have I managed to do that? Yeah, I'm literally high-centered here. Okay. That's a new one. I don't think I've high-centered this thing before. Eh. Even though I probably have high centered it before, if I'm being realistic. There's a good chance I have. Come on. Now the trailer is stuck. Okay, there it goes. Cool. Yeah, what was it I was trying to say? I was trying to say I do quite like the fact that they are bringing back the slate sort of terrain from yeah, from season, what do we call it? Season 13. Yes. I'm forgetting my seasons now as well. Great. Oh, it's we've got a lot of seasons in this game. Like usually you only get 4 seasons, but like, well, I was going to make I was about to say, I was about to make a joke about how many seasons of DLC we have in this game, and say something like, you usually only get 4 seasons in a year, those being winter, autumn, spring, and summer. But technically speaking, we have gotten 4 seasons of content in this game every year, haven't we? So that's kind of a stupid joke, if I'm being honest. But then the fact that I had to explain it to you guys probably makes it unfunny to begin with. So anytime you have to explain a joke, then it's probably not that funny. Yeah, but I do think it's quite nice that they have brought back the slate sort of thing. Because when it was in season 13, it was pretty nice. The quarries themselves and the whole terrain in that region, I did quite like it. I'm not sure if it was particularly my favorite region or anything. The biggest reason, if I'm being honest, why I didn't like the terrain in season 13 is because we had so much. We had to do so much like driving in and out the quarries, and that just kind of drives me a bit crazy. We're literally going up and around and around and around in a circle, and then you have to go down in it again and up out of it again, and it just kind of drives me a small bit insane. And it's also because a lot of the cargoes that we were getting out of those quarries were decently heavy, especially the slate. So yeah, it wasn't like it was just real easy to drive back up out of those places either. Okay, but we're here at the dam, or the dam site, or whatever. Yeah, we're here at the dam site. Kind of, yeah. Honestly, I do find it quite annoying that gonna have to drive over to the other side of the place now as well. Yeah. Yeah. It would be nice if we could actually drive up across the dam just to get back, just to get over there, but we actually can't drive across the top of the dam at the moment because, well, it's broken. Yeah, the top of the dam is not completed. There's no road up there yet, so yeah. Probably do it fixing that. Oh, come on. Crying out loud. I don't need you getting stuck and we're like literally at the gate. Honestly, the thing that... How the hell am I supposed to get the Chimera in there? Like literally, how the hell am I supposed to get the Chimera in there? That's the delivery point. How am I supposed to... Like... How? It's not like I can just reverse the thing into there. I have to tow it in there. Oh, this is gonna take me a minute, isn't it? Okay, we're just gonna kind of back it in here like a trailer. Because, yeah. Well, it's taking a little bit of finessing with the winch. Just because the truck wants to turn its wheels each time I connect to it. And then whenever I connect back up to it, it obviously puts its handbrake on, which isn't ideal. There it goes. Okay. Stage complete. So now we have to repair that thing. Obviously, I don't have the repairs on me. Like we figured out there earlier, which is very annoying. And we don't have the fuel either. Jeez, that thing drank nearly 160 liters of fuel between... yeah, there and there. Okay, that's a lot. Right. Well, what we're going to do here is I'm going to very quickly drive over this side with um and deliver that trailer. Then we'll bring the Kenworth back over here. And whilst we're at it, we're also going to go ahead and grab the Mercer because it's on the map already and it actually has enough repairs in it to repair the Chimera. So we may as well use that. And it probably has enough fuel to nearly refuel it as well. Yeah, and we're probably going to need to refuel, let's be honest. Yeah, so we're going to do that. I think I might fast forward this if I'm being honest, just because it will um, take up less time in the video then. Well, I'm gonna fast forward getting the trailer over to the other side of the dam here. I'll cut the rest of it out just because, yeah. And that is not how you connect to a trailer. What the hell am I doing? Alright guys, and here we are with the, well, with this curtain side or whatever it has. I think it's got construction equipment in it or something like that. And there we go. I'd like to thank you for your help. You've done a fine job with the trailer, and with the trailer finally here, we can resume our work. A lot was hinging on these supplies. So 410 XP and 3,450 bucks. Yeah, I feel like that's decent enough payment for that. I'm also just now after noticing that there's a coiled tubing trailer down here. Wonder where that has to go. I probably know where it has to go, but I've forgotten. I've probably seen it in one of the jobs. Also, there's a power line down here as well that's just completely unbuilt as well. I suppose there's probably a lot of things besides just the dam itself that aren't built that I'm missing probably. Okay, so give me a minute now because it's gonna take me a minute, that's for sure, to you guys hear that? The rain sound just keeps cutting out there for some reason. Okay, that's weird. Yeah, but you have to give me a minute here just to get the Mercer and the Kenworth back around over to here. That way we can continue with unlocking the Chimera here. So yeah, I'll see you guys here in a sec. Alright guys, I'm back. Do you want to hear something funny? I'm just now after realizing, after whatchamacallit, going over to get the Mercer, you know, to repair the truck, that there was literally a repair trailer right beside the truck. Now granted, this repair trailer is obviously for a job, so we probably shouldn't be using the stuff in it, but let's also be honest, like, they're not gonna miss it. So yeah, that's kind of a bit of a that's, yeah, a bit of a mess up on my end. Also, the situation at the moment is that we have 375 liters of fuel, plus whatever, I think like 200-ish liters that's in the Chimera to get back to the logistic center. I know the thing still says fix the truck, but we don't have any more fuel. So, yeah. Well, actually, technically speaking, I can just stick the fuel in it and then take it back out. So, wait a second, let me do that. There. Okay. So, we stuck the fuel into it, and Yeah, let's just take some of it back out now. Yeah. 470, yeah, we'll take that. I'm not going to show it this time. I think I'll just fast forward it this time because we're going back along the same section here. I'm also going taking this repair trailer with us because it actually has to go up to the log station. So yeah, we may as well bring it, drop it off. It is for a job that we do actually have currently unlocked, but we can't deliver it because it's a staged mission and we don't have the stages done, so yeah. Also, I'm just now realizing in order to get out of this place, I'm going to have to like do a bit of a loop around here because there's no way I'm making it through that. Yeah, so I'm going to fast forward this. I'll see you guys once I get back up to the logistics center, which hopefully I can do without running out of fuel here, but you know, we'll see. Alright guys, here we are with the Chimera. There we go. I wasn't bothered enough to back the thing into here again, like, yeah. So I just said, yeah, I'm gonna ram the service trail. Yeah, that that was just so much easier. Patched up Behemoth. Great job with the truck up and running again. We can resume our work, by the way. You're free to use it if you ever need it. We conducted a full inspection. It's perfectly fine. You can consider it yours now. You know, I wouldn't consider it perfectly fine, considering the fact that it just damaged the engine there, and also I'm pretty sure it took on some water damage whilst I crossed through the river, and also the entire body is like completely mangled, but yeah, sure, whatever. The Sleiter ST833 Chimera, 1190 XP and 14,300 bucks. Not bad at all, and we've got ourselves a brand new truck, which I unfortunately cannot start at the moment because it still does, yeah, like it's ran out of fuel. So yeah. But we did we do have it unlocked, so I don't know, we might use it in the next episode. Maybe. I don't know, I'll have to see. We also delivered that trailer up there, so that's going to be there whenever we need it, or whenever we go I think the job that's going on here, it unlocks the long logs for the logging station. I think that's what it does. So yeah, whenever we get around to doing that. Yeah, you know what, guys? I think I am actually going to finish it up there. I did want to go ahead and go exploring, like I said, in the Earth Roamer, but I really don't have time. Jeez, I've spent about 2 hours getting the Sleiter out here, and between the Sleiter and the few jobs we've done, I've spent about 2 hours on this. So yeah, I think it's time to finish up. I would have really liked to have driven the LTI up here and also delivered that trailer that we have on the back of it, which would have been quite nice. Also, there is actually another trailer up around here, I think, somewhere, which we also need to deliver down to the logging station as well. Or, well, not the logging station, but to here in order to clear that tree, which would have been nice to do, but yeah, I guess we'll have to wait until the next one. And also, we didn't get to do any logging. I was kind of hoping to get to do some logging, but yeah, yeah, it just took way too long to do this. And to be fair, it was a long job, like really. But yeah, with that, guys, I mean, it was a successful episode regardless. So yeah, with that, thank you all very much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll hopefully see you all in the next one. Goodbye.